Thank you very much for the opportunity to be here. As Matt said, my name is Katie, and I'm here on behalf of the University of California at San Francisco School of Nursing. I'm here today to talk about one of my favorite topics, which is dietary fiber. And thank you all for coming out on this weekday evening to learn a little bit about the nutrient that I call the future. I firmly believe that fiber is the future, and my goal here today is to convince you what fiber can do to help you in your health outcomes as well. I've also had the opportunity to teach with Coursera. Has anyone here taken a massive open online course? A couple hands, okay. Here at UCSF, we're affiliated with Coursera, and I'll be offering a free 6-week nutrition class on diet and disease. So we'll talk a little bit about fiber in that class, but it also includes topics like diabetes, heart disease, cancer, and GI health. So I invite you to join us. The next time the course will be offered, it's on a regular basis, but June 24th, the course will be starting. Again, it's 6 weeks and it's free. The last time we offered the class, we had over 60,000 students from over 100 different countries. So it's a really fascinating experience and a great way to learn about dietary practices both here in the United States, but also overseas. So you're all here tonight because you have some degree of interest in achieving wellness. As we know, the combination of a proper diet plus good lifestyle decisions helps to promote optimal wellness. On the flip side, and what we see too often in today's environment, is a poor diet combined with a negative lifestyle and negative lifestyle activities such as smoking, excessive alcohol consumption, or physical inactivity leads to death and disease. Did you know that currently 65% of the world's population lives in countries where overweight and obesity actually kill more people than do underweight? Okay, we're definitely living in a global environment, and that's certainly changing. If you looked a number of decades ago, our primary global problem about malnutrition would have been undernourishment. More people today in this world are overweight than they are underweight. And while underweight and malnutrition are certainly important issues, what we're faced with, especially here in the Western world, is malnutrition that's a result of overweight. And keep in mind that the word mal means bad. So malnutrition is simply poor nutrition. It doesn't necessarily mean undernutrition. Many people in our society today have excess of calories, but the calories that they're getting aren't quality calories. And as a result, they can be overweight or obese and also malnourished. What's this cost of poor nutrition? Increased risk for chronic disease, reduced quality of life, and of course there's a significant financial impact.
From the Eat for Your Age site, we read fiber. Make sure that your diet includes lots of fiber-rich foods, such as whole grains, oats, fruits, vegetables, beans, and lentils. A small glass of prune juice in the morning will help to prevent constipation. Vitamin B12. It ensures that you include plenty of foods rich in B12, such as meat, fish, eggs, dairy products, and fortified breakfast cereals. They all contain vitamin B12. Vitamin D. Small amounts of vitamin D are found in margarine, eggs, oil-rich fish. Vitamin D can also be made by the action of sunlight on the skin. So when the weather is warm, expose your arms and face to the sun for at least 20 minutes a day. From the Healthy Eating Over 60 site, we see, whatever your age, it's important to eat a healthy, balanced diet. This means you should try to eat plenty of fruit and vegetables. Aim for at least 5 portions of a variety of fruit and veg a day. Some bread, rice, potatoes, pasta, and other starchy foods. Choose whole grain varieties if you can. some milk and dairy foods, some meat, fish, eggs, beans, and other non-dairy sources of protein. Try to eat at least 2 portions of fish a week, including a portion of oily fish. Just a small amount of foods and drinks that are high in fat or sugar. Age UK advises eating well is about not eating too much of some things, like saturated fat, sugar and salt, while getting enough of others like fibre, protein, vitamins and minerals. Today's dietitian advises often making small changes can result in a huge payoff if clients are used to reaching for simple sugars in the form of cookies and baked goods for a snack. Suggest they eat 3 servings of fresh fruit a day. If they enjoy the skin as well, they'll get more nutrients. Moreover, women should choose whole grains whenever possible. Even if a bagel claims to be multigrain, that's not a whole grain flour. Go with oatmeal instead. Fibre is important to promote bowel regularity, flush cholesterol from their system, lower the risk of heart disease and keep weight in check. And with regard to sodium intake, women aged 50 and older should get no more than 1,500 milligrams per day.
Dietary approaches to stop hypertension. If you've been diagnosed with hypertension, your doctor may recommend that you follow a DASH eating plan. The DASH diet is rich in fruits and vegetables as well as whole grains, low-fat dairy, poultry, fish, beans, nuts, and seeds. It's also lower in sodium, sweets, sugary beverages, and red meat than the typical American diet.
The National Institute on Aging advise you to follow the DASH eating plan, which stands for the Dietary Approaches to Stop Hypertension plan. And that can lower blood pressure. This plan emphasizes whole grains, fruits, vegetables, fat-free or low-fat dairy, seafood, poultry, beans, seeds, and nuts. It contains less salt and sodium, sweets, added sugars, fats, and red meats that are the typical American eats. The geriatric nursing site offers the 100 best healthy foods for seniors. So, what can we learn from what has been said in this lecture? Well, we do know that there are many, many sites offering advice on what to eat in our 50s, 60s, 70s. And newspapers seem to be falling over themselves too to give advice. So I stick to my original advice, which is whenever possible, eat with other people. Make eating a social activity. Also, learn how to cook. In addition to food, healthy food is only one element of coping with aging. Other elements, in particular sleep and exercise, are also very important. What did I just say? Learn how to cook. That would seem to be sensible until you see these people, all over 50 and all raw foodists. Read more about them at the website address at the bottom of your screen now. Right. All this has made me hungry, and I look forward to your comments in the discussion forum.